I know, I'm just messing with you too, buddy.
Hey,
Um,
I'm telling you, my mecha list was kind of like when you see the list, you're like, wow,
you're
it's a
playing
bunch
Mecha
of one.
Frieza?
Yeah.
Hey man, Jesus, there's a God out there, man. This guy gave up on the Gohan. My goodness gracious, Trey.
I just got tired of not being super offensive.
Amen, Trey. Amen. The Dragon Ball gods have heard our cries. Came to you at night.
It was so easy. It was
Exactly.
too easy.
That's what we're trying to tell you to not to do, bro. We're like, bro, why are you playing harder? Like when you could just play a leader that does what you're trying to do plus more. All right, stop, Miles. Cause you're like, I can't see. Trying to get
Final
in, bro.
Flash for literally zero. It's
That's what we're telling you in the team chats, bro. And you're like, nah, Gohan draws more. I'm like, you were straight snapping, bro. Like, all right, let's start this because I have to go put this man to sleep and wake up early. Um, what's going on, Dragon Ball fam? It's your boy Eddie saying Hilaire. We have Mr. Sublett, Juha, and Trey Faircloth coming at you today with a long anticipated team talk session. So we're gonna make this one quick. I guess we could talk about the weekend. Everyone could give their what they saw. Dex, because I think there's one more weekend of regionals, if I'm not mistaken, which is this upcoming weekend. Shout outs to Legends, by the way. He's not here. But I was thinking for some reason, Pensacola is Jacksonville, and it's not. And I did the Google Maps today, and I saw it was 8 hours away from me. And I'm like, this guy drives to Miami, which is like an hour and a half for me. So I'm like, this guy drives like 10 hours to an event every Florida. I'm like, that's super, super plus. So yeah, shout out to that guy. I don't even know if I want to go anymore, which is super neg. That's the reason why I'm working these many hours. But yeah, I guess we'll start with I guess Subbit could give his tournament experience, followed by Juha, and then Mr. Trey Faircloth.
My tournament experience was not Dragon Ball this weekend.
Oh, you didn't play any Dragon Ball at all?
No, I did the old scoop 2 rounds, get the entry prizes thing at the PPG. I played
Oh
Digimon.
Lord. Oh
I played
Lord.
Digimon this weekend. I got
Oh
second
man.
at that regional thingy, but I didn't do any. I didn't do any Dragon Ball.
I guess we could you could give feedback on Juha, Trey's, and my tournament experiences. Juha, bro, go ahead and talk about your thing. You played King
Okay.
Vegeta again, right?
Yeah, same deck. Almost card for card. Only difference was I actually had a side deck this time.
So
Um,
you had a completed deck this time. You finished fourth, and last time you had an incomplete deck and finished first. That's a sign B.
yep.
But go ahead, man.
Yep.
What are your matchups, man?
Okay, so it was a 63 person regional in Vegas.
Plus,
That entire event was almost all Mecha Frieza. It was like I played Mecha 3 rounds in a row. Not 3 rounds in a row, but I played it 3 rounds over. I played 5 rounds. So I
5 rounds,
played
yeah.
three three mechas, a King Cold, and an SS3 Goku that somehow won the whole tournament. That guy 2 everybody.
SS3 Goku won that tournament.
Yes, I know it's as crazy as it sounds,
What was in
but
the deck, B?
the Majin Buu unison,
Yeah, okay. What else was in the deck? It's turn four.
the the Majin Buu unison, like that's all. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but like that deck just 2 everybody. He 2 Vegix in the finals. He 2 everybody else. I know Marcus lost to the SS3 Goku deck too. He was playing Mecha Frieza, so I don't know. It was just weird. He caught everybody off guard.
That's very interesting. Do you know what he played besides like Mega Freeze? Is it just Mega Freeze all day?
Me or that guy.
That guy. Did he play any Dark
Oh, that
Broly's?
guy.
Like any? I know you say he
I
beat
don't
your
know what his
Jax.
matchups were. That was a Dark Broly. There was a Dark Broly that got like fifth place or something, but I don't know if he played him or not. But I know he played Baby round one. He played me in round four, and he beat Vegix in the finals. So
Talk about
I
your
don't know what
matchup
the
with
rest.
him because he can't
What happened?
talk about your matchup with him. So SS3, the errata one, right? It bottom decks a card, then takes a life and puts it in its energy, right?
Yeah, so he started his turn 2 with 3 life
Mm-hmm.
because I rushed him down,
Yeah.
and I hit him with crits too. So it's like his hand was tiny, and he had like 3. He started his turn 2 with 4 life, and then when he ramped, he went to 3, and then I never did a single damage to him for the rest of the game. I don't know how to explain it. It was just the most defensive deck I've ever played. It almost felt like Blue Baby.
Does SS3 start with 6 or 8?
It starts with 8, and then when you swing, you
He
bottom
bought it.
deck a
Yeah.
card from your
That I
hand,
remember. I
and
just
then
remember how
you
much he started with. So he starts with
yeah.
8.
No, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as he put his leader down, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to the finals. And then I got 2-0'd by him.
Too old. Ah, damn, Joe. What the hell? What happened, bro?
I know he told everybody he did not lose a single game. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like he just countered. Like I don't understand. Like what did your deck not do? Because you're slinging. I'm
Okay,
guessing the way you're slinging for crits, you have the next level. You have the Bardock. Like he's not having a hand. So how did he just tool you?
okay. So he basically played the Frisco engine with like the Bojack cards and the Galactic Buster and stuff. So he was able to like constantly clear my board. And then once he got to turn 4, he played the Boo Unison. The Boo Unison untaps an energy, and then his leader untaps
On
3. So
taps
he
4.
basically untaps 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once the Boo Unison was out, I literally could not damage him for the rest of the game because every leader swing or unison swing was going to get negated. Every battle card swing would either get blocked or he would just use the boot to bounce it back. So I couldn't damage him after that.
What was his boss? Yeah. What is his boss? He's
Whittle
gonna go to
down
6
your
energy.
His boss was whittle you down and then kill you with like the Majin Buu Unison, the dual attack Bojack, and the triple strike ape.
So essentially, it was SS3 Bojack.
Basically.
Okay, that makes more sense because like the first, I thought you said it was like an SS3 baby. I'm like, he can't go into 17. Like, what is his win con? Is
Oh
he
no,
just?
no, I just meant it played like baby
Oh
to where
yeah,
it
yeah.
just
Okay,
like
okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it was
and then
SS3 Bojack then. Okay.
game 2 I sided in Crown, right? I play Crown and you know what's in his hand?
What do you play?
Baby Hatch, 3 dimension magics. And I just literally stared at death. Once I saw he had Baby Hatch and all those dimension magics, I'm like, I can't win this game. It was like I saw my own death.
Wow. That's very very interesting, man.
It was rough.
But you said your first 3 rounds were Mecha Frieza. Well, you played through
No,
Mecha
no, no,
Frieza.
no. No, I played. No, my first 2 rounds were Mecha Frieza. My third round was King Cold. My fourth round was the SS3 Bojack deck, and round 5 was Mecha again.
That's insane. So these Mecha Friezas, were they blue yellow? Like were they actually blue yellow
All,
with the
all,
bean,
all
or is it just the I don't even know how to call
literally
it anymore.
every single version was the blue yellow version with the bean, except for the round 2. That was a mono yellow that tried to do like the Cell Xeno play.
Mhm.
That one actually felt a little bit harder than the blue yellow because I felt like I was on a timer because I'm like, I gotta kill you before you get 12 on board. Whereas the blue yellow one felt a little bit easier. Actually, a lot easier.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What is your hardest matchup besides the SS3 Bojack?
Probably the mono yellow mecha because, like I said, he was. I felt like I was on a timer. I had to either kill him before he got 12 on board, or I had to do like weird plays to net instead of going for the kill. If I knew I couldn't kill him, I had to just like neg his dudes off board so he couldn't get to 12. So it felt a lot more difficult. Whereas like with blue yellow, like I know how to play. That's like I played against that matchup so much that it's almost like autopilot for me.
Did you
The
2-0
king,
them?
I 2-0'd everybody except my round 1. I beat him 2-1 because when I was going for game, he was at 2 life and he dropped the Kai SCR and I'm like, I can't swing with my leader and I can't swing with my unison. And so I can't double strike him for game because anything that I double strike, he's just gonna Vegeta's Final Flash. So I couldn't kill him that turn, and then he just killed me the turn. So actually, I just scooped because I knew I wasn't gonna survive the turn. Let's just go to game 3, and then game 3, I just beat him.
Juha, bro. You should have learned your lesson to never scoop when you started with a game 1 loss against King Piccolo. He drew a god hand and you still won that match. That should be a sign that in this game you should never scoop because I guarantee you sat down and you thought you lost that game and you would have scooped just like you said in your deck profile, but you didn't. And what happened, bro? You ended up winning. People do misplay. People have game on board and in hand and just misplay because they get too confident and just I don't know, like
He had like 11, he had like 11 cards in hand, a giant board, and I had like 1 energy open with I was gonna get tapped out by the SS.
Gotcha.
I'm just like, let's just. So I just wanted to have more time for game 3 and not go into time. So I'm just like, whatever. Like I'm like, I cannot win this matchup. Let's just go to game 3.
Gotcha.
And then the King Cold player, I felt bad for him because I drew my Kai SCR both games and I just cleared his board and he tapped out. I cleared his board so he couldn't dormant and I'm just like, okay, game's over.
So that was your choice. I know you're talking about moving to the lineage SCR. What made you decide that Kai was the right choice?
Oh, it clears Unisons.
That's the only reason?
It clears. No. The main reason is I like playing it for 1 energy and swinging for 50 double strike for like a 2-card investment.
You would love playing Dark Broly then, my friends. But
you did suggest I should play Dark Broly.
You would love playing that deck. Any unique decks besides the SS3 Bojack deck that was there? That did well.
There was a red Gogeta leader that was like X1 until the last round, and then I ended up like losing the last round. But
which Gogeta leader? Set 11 or set 6?
I don't remember because I don't remember which art is which, but I know it was a red Gogeta leader that it basically played like Bulma, where it like had the Jiren unison, it had like the Gogeta, so it would like neg all your stuff. It was like a more aggressive version of that red Bulma that used the Gogeta chain. Outside of that, it was just mostly meta decks. So the funny thing is there was 2 Hatch players in the whole tournament. One of them was my friend. He's like, oh, I'm gonna play Hatch and I'm gonna like just go up against like King Vegetas and like Mechas and just win. Round 1, he plays a mirror match against Hatch. Like the only other Hatch player in the entire tournament.
That's rough. It happened to Machado too. He played Hatch. He's like, I'm gonna like at the invitation. He's like, I'm gonna destroy everyone. No one's gonna play blue. His first 2 rounds were against Blue Baby and Blue. I forgot the other deck. It was 2 blue decks. I'm like, yeah, you're God, bro. That's rough.
Oh, actually, no. The funny thing is, so my friend that was playing Hatch, he played nothing but like the worst matchups possible. He played Invoker round 2. He played Zamasu round 3, like that one that
the blue decks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, so
Hatch can't beat blue decks, bro. It's just GG.
Yeah, he didn't play a single aggro deck he didn't play a single meta deck the whole tournament.
That's insane.
Yeah, but outside of that, it was just there was a lot of mecha. It was a lot of mecha. Like it was so bad that I sat down against a mecha. The person next to me was playing mecha. The person on my other side was playing mecha. And then I overheard someone in the back saying, I'm surrounded by mechas on all sides.
So like you should have bought for Jack Speed, just clap. Man, oh man. But King Vegeta does work too. Poof.
Yeah, King Vegeta does have a good matchup against Mecha.
Yeah, that's facts. All right, Mr. Trey Faircloth, bro. Talk about your tournament experience. Like, what unique decks did you see? What did you play? Your matches?
So to start us off, I played Mecha Frieza. Decided to finally play it in a real tournament. I played it in local the weekend before to get like a feel for it and play like a 54 card deck or something like that. I ended up trimming it down a little bit, changing some cards, and moving some things from the main to the side and vice versa. Trimmed it down to 51. And I was playing blue-yellow, but not like no beans. Ironically, the person who loves bean, I did not play the bean version that people were hyping up. I played basically the standard version with Bojack, and I played a few copies of Sorrel to pitch and or play from deck with Yunnan Assemble. The deck was very good the entire weekend. I think my deck was perfect the way it was. I potentially could have removed like one card and put it aside, make it an even 50 after really playtesting it, like I'm playing a tournament. I won my first 4 rounds, all 2-0.
What'd you play against? You remember?
Round 1, I played against Mechikabura. That was really... I basically was just toying around with him because it's not fair for them at all.
It's a hard match. The Mechikabura can't do it, which is rough because that's the meta.
I just tap out everything he played, and there was nothing really he can do.
Yeah.
And if he expends his energy, he just gets punished by Yunnan Assemble. It was too easy. He felt like he was hopeless, is what he told me when he was playing against me the whole game 1 and 2. That guy was fun to play against. He was like, well, I haven't played against Mecha yet with this deck, and I will see how it goes.
Hot damn.
Round 2, I played against Vijx, my good buddy Joe Bay. But he basically plays the I don't know if you play Magic, but he's basically playing Hate Bears, which is a bunch of little one drop weenies with like anti-meta skills. Black Mass Saiyan, the Goku that stops you from countering or warping card from your hand. He played the one drop Vegeta that stops you from untapping. So in theory, his deck does well against me. He doesn't. I don't think he mained Koitsukai for some odd reason, which was weird to me. That probably really cost him game 1 for sure. In game 2, he seemed 0 Koitsukais. And yeah, that was a fun match though. I ended up tapping him out and killing him both the same way each time. Round 3, I played against my buddy Jaleel from Locals. He was playing King Cold with his little spicy techs. He and I played a pretty odd set since he didn't see his Unison game 1 until like turn 4. So I just bullied him because he could not use his Unison at all, and that's like probably his only hope of killing me. Game 2, I had everything, and it was pretty unfair. Every time he tapped out, I had multiple, like, United Symbols, awakened on my own terms, go for multiple dual attacks, and whenever he would have potentially pushed for game the next turn, or at least attempted to, I had cleared his board with my Trunks Unison. Yeah, I main decked that card. It was beautiful the entire week. Every game, I tried to play that card. It was beautiful. I did not main deck the Vegeta Unison. Round 4, I played against King Vegeta, Mono Red, and that match was pretty bad for him. He did not see a single timed card. He did not play a Unison on 2 in either game. And he went first and still didn't see it. Then he also never seen King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. It was so whenever I went for game, once I realized he didn't have it, I just pushed and threw multiple dual attacks at him. Bardock finally gets Fate, and just my dual attack Unison was putting in so much work. I just played clear the board game against him. I didn't care about attacking his leader because he's going to take his own life down to 5 anyways. So I just cleared his board and proceeded to push for game when I realized it was safe when he had 4 energy and tapping him out. Mm-hmm. And in round 5, I was going to play Supreme Kai time. We were both the only undefeated, so we knew that when one of us lost, it was over. So I checked my app to make sure I still had my invite because he knew he didn't have his invite, and I gave him the win without any misplay, and I just got his deck profile. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's pretty awesome. He did really well. I also got the most unique deck in the room was the Pan player. Very, very surprised. I was at table
Pan?
1. Yeah, I was at table 1 in round 4, right? And I looked to my right, and I saw a Pan hit touch his playmat. And I literally looked around, and I looked back and forth. I said, "Is that your leader?"
Was it a giant Pan at least?
No, it was just regular little Pan, and he did so well with that deck. It was basically Frieza swap, but it's basically gonna deck you out with the Frieza 5 because that card is on the board, and then you hit him with Imposing Presence. That's pretty nuts.
Was it a cooler deck just with a Pan leader?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it was like a Frieza swap. It was the
the Clash. I think in Clash of whatever it was, Clash of Face. I think it was.
It's kind of like that deck, but with the Pan leader.
Yeah.
He plays a little Frieza army pod and was playing them off at the end of his turn to draw cards every turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, that deck was pretty cool. I got that deck profile as well. I had to. That was too sweet. Yeah. I ended up getting my playset of coolers, my winners. Daryl swapped me for one of his. I swapped the King Vegeta player for one of his, and then I bought the last one so I could finish my set. Yeah. Pretty hype weekend. The deck was phenomenal. A lot of people were every time I'd play something that was abnormal compared to the other mecha players, they were looking at me funny, and wanted to and they were like, well, I guess that's kind of odd he's playing that card, and it was just funny to me. Like the Android combo card that I was putting posted in the chat, but the combo discard extra card.
Combo discard an extra card. The Android 18 Krillin.
Yeah, the blue one. Yeah, I take one of those in the main. It was nice the entire weekend.
You talking about the the one that gives it extra 6K combo.
The 11K combo.
Yeah.
The card was nice.
Man, oh man.
My Trunks Unison was absolutely busted the entire weekend because they know I can board wipe their rested cards anyways. So I start swinging at them to see if they're actually going to defend them. And if they don't defend them, I'm just going to pop. And then if they defend them, usually they didn't. They just let them die. And then I just got to keep my Trunks Unison on the board. So it was a dual attack every turn. It gets around riposte, but I didn't play against a Mecha Mirror, which was nice. But yeah, fun weekend.
Damn. Wish I could say I didn't play against. I lost that thing in finals. I got destroyed. Perfect example of why I tell everyone. This is a perfect time why I tell you guys Heartfelt Plea and Dark Broly is some cheeks. Because when you go against a good player like Jonathan Rodriguez and he has Slug on board with the Vegeta Unison, you neither draw, you need to attack with that thing, so it just sits there. And people actually, hey Eddie, why don't you have it in main board? You can have it in your sideboard, but once you go against a player that knows what they're doing and they put 1 and 2 together, you literally did all that for nothing. Like it's just sitting there looking at you, and you're looking at it like, bro, I don't know why you even played me, bro. But yeah, for me, round 1. I ain't gonna lie, besides the final, obviously where I lost, round 1 was probably like my hardest match of the day. It was so random. I was playing against Pan. I'm like, what are the chances I'm about to get smoked against Pan? It was on stream too. I'm like, okay, cool. I remember what this leader does. Obviously, they're gonna go for Heartfelt Plea. I'm like, that's the one that gives everything double strike. I'm like, man, it'd be real nice if I just mulligan my entire hand away and just hope to God I get some super combos and some kind of gates. Bro, I put my entire hand back because it was a decent hand, but I'm like, I can't let him pop off because my front side I can't combo anything because my leader's just dead and he's gonna start double strike crit. I'm like, bro, I can't just go from 8 to 4 not comboing anything away. So I put the entire hand back, drew 6, all freaking 6K or 6 drops. I'm like, this is great. I'm about to get smoked on stream by Pan. This is a way to start my day. Thank God he bricked. And by the time he popped off, it was like turn 3. My hand was fixed by then. And I was able to control it and control the damage. Game 2, I was able to actually put my entire hand back and actually find the super combos in the gates. So yeah, I was able to control that. But that was a really, really insane match because, like I said, I have 0 combo power on the front. So if someone's aggroing me down, that's not an issue. When you're aggroing me down with double strike crit, that is a huge issue. Round 2. What did I play round 2? Round 2, I played against Andrew Duval's King Vegeta deck. My goodness gracious. I did not understand. He's a great player. But I did not understand until I played him how unfortunate King Vegeta players are playing against Dark Broly. Because there's 2 cards in this game that unless you have them in somewhere in your 65 or wherever side or main board, how many cards you're playing, if you don't have those cards, you're just gonna take the L. It's the Vegeta Unison, which I don't think he played. He'll probably play after this. That Vegeta Unison is it's just GG. The red one, and it's the yellow Vegeta Unison of Fury. If you have those 2 cards, yeah, you're gonna make me sweat. He didn't have those 2 cards. He did his thing. He started aggroing me down. He did make me sweat. So I was like trying to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone started crowding up and watching our game. I'm like, I should just kill him right now. Because I have a feeling if I let him survive one more time, he has a Jiren on this board. Next board, he's just going to swarm. He's going to have infinite 1-drops fighting against face in every game. I started going for game. This guy has all 4 super combos. I'm like, well, damn. I saw him search too, but the way I played it, I made sure I was going to awaken him. Because I'm like, bro, you're not going to stay on awaken on me and then like have all your super combos in hand on top of other stuff. But he had all 4, which is pretty close. But I ended up winning from a super, super, super sweet card. Do I want to tell you guys what All right, I'll just tell you what it is. Juha, this is what I was telling you. It's really unfortunate for you guys. As a Dark Broly player, if you're not maining Super Kamehameha, you're negging. So what happens is, do not use the Super Kamehameha on the Young Invaders, obviously. But once they switch gears, you switch that thing right to the warp, B. And every single time they use that switching gears, you just keep swapping it right to the warp, and you keep doing your thing. So essentially, they go from having a walking super combo that's about to come into play to just a hard neg. Because their hand is still brick. The reason why they do it is to fix it and find the rest of their combo pieces, but that's not what's happening at all. So now, essentially, if you rush your leader down and you force them to awaken, they're just a normal leader where you just draw a card and you just pray to God. It is what you need. That's how I was able to get that. We went to game two. Game two, it was going to be a tie. It was going to be a tie. It was going to into time, and time was called, so I was going to win. But I'm like, we're still boys. I'll let you try to kill me. He couldn't kill me, so I'm like, yeah, I win then. So I ended up winning that. Game three, I went against Vajex. Yeah, I only lost against one Vajex. Shout out to my boy Peter Dance. He smoked me. Ever since he smoked me 2-0, I have 2-0 to every single Vajex player I see. I understand how to play that match now. And then my last round was against it was one round short because Machado and Rios had tied. It was King Piccolo versus Android 16. And Machado somehow managed to top. I don't know how, but those two tied. So it ended up being the fourth round was the last round, and I went against Jonathan Rodriguez, and yeah, I got smoked. Game one, I had infinite one drops on board, didn't find a ball. It was miserable. Game two, I didn't stand a chance. Game one, I just needed a ball to just play a ball. That's it. Just needed one ball. I didn't see any balls. He smoked me. But game two, yeah, it doesn't matter what I did. The way he played it, there was nothing I could do game two because he had both Slug and Vegeta Unison on board. I'm like, this is GG, no re, my friend. And this is exactly, that's like a perfect example. I wish I could just screenshot that moment of why I say Heartfelt Plea is trash in a main deck Dark Broly deck itself. But besides that, unique leaders that I saw, King Cole, I'll give you this. For some reason, I don't know why players. I don't know if they just don't know what King Cole does or they don't respect it. They think they could beat it before. You have to have an answer to that Unison. I saw a lot of players lose the King Cole straight to the Unison because they want to play the extra card. I'm like, if you guys want to live or die by that, I mean, I guess it is what it is. The most unique deck that I saw, besides the pen, which is it's just a bad matchup for me, would probably be Gogeta Zeno. Which Gogeta Zeno actually puts in work. I just don't see how Gogeta Zeno beats King Cole because it just pops your weenies. But honestly speaking, Gogeta Zeno does put in work. It's like the opposite of it's like the fair projects, like we said before. The thing was, I saw it. It unfortunately lost its last 2 rounds, but it did its thing out there. But besides that, yeah, man, I stand. But what I say when I say my opinion, the two decks that you just sit down. I'll say three. I'll say 3 or 4. But the two decks that no matter what you do, doesn't matter who you're playing against or what you're playing against, that just sit down and do what they want to do. It's literally Mecha Freezer and Dark Broly. That's you just play it and you just do what you want to do. That's it. But yeah. Other than that, I have nothing else, guys.
You know, Eddie, you were talking about ways to counter King Vegeta. Legends brought up something to me the other day that I hadn't thought about. You can actually just side in your own switching gears and use the little guy they give you.
Oh, you revealed it.
Yeah. We said that too with the Planet Vegeta. Yeah. Abella had it too. Abella had because Abella talked with Mecha Frieza. When he went against King Vegeta, he didn't. He had Planet Vegeta in his thing, and he just searched for switching gears and just hey. That's it. But if you're a red, I mean, you're good too. You could actually go to the 5-drop, which I don't know if King Vegeta can. Yeah, can you off the 5-drop? Or are you just dead? Like if someone were to steal your switching gears, if someone were to steal your switching gears and they're a red leader and they just go straight to a 5-drop, do you just die?
Yep. I either have to like neg it off the board with the Jiren Unison, but then I get critted.
Yeah, you get.
I'd have to base. Yeah, I'm just dead. Like honestly, if I don't out it, like if I literally don't out it, can't play the game at all.
Yeah. So if you're a red leader, at least in a mirror match, that's something you can look forward to. Stealing maybe a switching gears and evolving, or just stealing and evolve, or do what you got to do. But yeah.
That's why I don't main deck that 5-drop Vegeta, because if they use the Heron to steal it, I auto lose. Not only do I get crit alive, but then I can't even out it, and if I do out it, I lose. I lose so much advantage.
The way you play, the way you and Andrew have it built, you guys do this because you guys play Reading Rush, so it's like Damn, that's rough, bro. Like you see the white play. I don't play that Weed Rush stuff, but it is good. It is good because you put early pressure on decks that just can't come out like Mecha Freeze and stuff.
I did.
That's
So there was another King Vegeta deck in Top Cut. He got second place, and he was playing the Heartfelt engine. He was playing the one drop Super
yeah,
Saiyan
with
Goku.
the one drop. Yep. That's the one we were
Yeah.
talking about last time. That's an engine that can literally take you there, man, and it can be an extra finisher for you. Yeah, the Bardock, it's nice. Honestly speaking, the only real Bardock that was a threat when Andrew played it was just the crit guy, the actual chain attack Bardock. That guy was annoying. I'm like, my
Oh, that
God,
card's amazing. Yeah, I know. I
that
need
guy
a
was
fourth
taking on 30
copy.
Ks, bro. I'm like, get out of here. Like, I prioritize to get him off the board. But if you understand how to play it, guys, do not overwhelm yourself. Understand that they have bond. Guys, I see a lot of you Mecha Frieza players not understanding the basic mechanics of this game. If you Final Flash one of those bad boys, they have bond, they are blank. They go to they lose everything, bro. That's it. And they reset it. So off rip, if something is 15, that Final Flash essentially became what? It gives you 10k and it gives you another. It essentially became a 20k combo
50K.
power. Yeah. Oh, it gives you 15. Final Flash gives you 15, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Final Flash essentially becomes a 25k combo power because you take off the bond and everything too. So they lose their 10k. So Final Flash is just 25k base power onto your leader.
Actually, they lose 11K. They go down to 4K.
Oh, it's on the 4k. You see what I'm saying? So like a lot of players, I don't understand why I see players try to outcome. Like, bro, Final Flash it and it becomes blank B. It's a skill. You take it off. They just don't understand that. I'm like, man, it made me almost want to pick up Mecha. But I'm like, I can't do it. I gotta stick with my guns, bro. But like, Mecha is so broken, man. It's not even fair. But I'm happy Jonathan
Mecha's gonna
won.
get destroyed by
Yeah, I'm happy Jonathan won because I did tell you guys for the longest. Mono Yellow, in my opinion, is the strongest variant of Mecha because you're able to have things that just straight lock your opponent within the Slug, within the Vegeta Unison, and within the SS3, or not SS3, excuse me, SS4 that Goku. Those three guys, if they have two of those three guys on board, it is game over. Unless obviously it's against Yellow because they have Final Flash, it's usually over for you. You're not gonna be able to out a Slug paired up with a SS3, or in my case, the SS3 doesn't matter to me. So it's a Slug paired up with the Vegeta. You cannot out that combo. It's just literally unstoppable. Besides that, yeah, the weekend was cool, man. Justin played Kinko. He got the kinks out. He understands how to play the deck now. He was killing people left and right. The only person he struggled against was literally Machado because Machado was playing Ender 16, which was the funniest match. But he could not kill Machado whatsoever, man. Like it was hilarious watching them play. Yeah. So Kinko was a thing. Let me see. Andrew ran through everyone, but then like the people I see in round, it's like the thing with the Final Flash. I'm like, bro, you're super over comboing. Like, understand the mechanics, the fundamentals of how you can save combo power if you just do X. What else can I say? What did I see? Don't play Mecha Cabrera in this current stage in the game. You will lose to Mecha Frieza. Best of 3, maybe best of 1 webcam. Maybe you can get away with it. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm telling you, do not go into an event thinking you're gonna dodge the. I'll as much as I love Dark Broly, I'll tell you the number one the deck with a target on its back. It's Mecha Frieza. Don't think you're gonna go into a tournament and just dodge Mecha Frieza, bro. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, right, don't do it. Yeah, that's it for me, man. I have nothing else to say. Don't play that new Gogeta TP in Dark Broly either, guys. You're gonna get violent raid and you're not going to sing with the Migro.
I do want to mention one thing.
What's up?
I just want to say one thing. The Virginia Beach locals is very known for having babies, like the baby deck. So, and like, not just that, but the Bojack deck that topped, they were all the blue decks are now playing the Turning the Tides. So I think everybody from now on should be siding the Jiren.
Unless you're playing Dark Broly, because going against Baby, you're not gonna get past turn. They're not gonna get past turn 5. It's gonna be a game by then. Because if you let them get past turn 5, they're not gonna get in and get to Turn the Tide. They're gonna kill you through a fruit shot. So realistically speaking, you have 5 turns to kill Blue Baby. And if you don't do it, guys, just scoop it up and go to the next game. Yeah, that's the latest I've ever killed Blue Baby was turn 5. They don't get to turn 6 on me. But other decks, I agree. Because that Turn the Tide will literally turn not the tide, but the match lift. And not in your favor, my friend.
But the bad thing about that deck is they never finish a match.
Yeah, but all they have to do at that time and point is just win game one, and like you see, I'm saying they're good. It's like the whole Sing Shinron thing. Like, okay, before aggro's a thing, as long as you're able to stall, not stall, but like play your game and you win game one, you're. It's like Hatch too. You win game one, you're good. Like you're never going to finish the match, but yeah, you just win one game, which is neg for your opponent. But it is what it is. Don't I don't know, man. I haven't seen other people's Dark Brother list, but I've been hearing and seeing like all these extra 20Ks guys. Red is a thing. Red is in a really good spot with King Vegeta. You have King Piccolo, and you have Invoker. Like Violent Rage is an actual card that shuts down your deck. Why are you adding more cards that you cannot attack with? You see what I'm saying? Like, not only is that, honestly speaking, I can care less about Violent Rage. The only deck that, in my opinion, Violent Rage matter is against Invoker. Against King Piccolo and against King Vegeta, I don't care about Violent Rage. You're going to lose the game because you're not going to have a hand. The red card that I am scared about in those decks is the Vegeta Unison, honestly speaking. Violent Raise does nothing to me. I'm like, yeah, you're dead. Because you're not going to kill me. And next turn, you're going to do it again. Yeah, you're super dead. That's what happens. That's what ends up happening. King Vegeta, you kind of have a chance because you get to serve your super combos. But then you're still going to end up dying because you're just losing. You're losing 2 cards a turn. And then you're going to have to combo out on my leader swing as well. So you're just dead on that time of play. What else is it? Yeah, that Gogeta package is cool and all, but don't forget, guys, you can abuse it in projects because projects can't really get floodgated by a Violent Race. Though neg 2, you'll still warp whatever card you want to pick for the Vegeta if they choose to do that, and you still could swing with everything that's under the 20k. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, I don't know. Dark Broly, it seems cool and all, but don't fall into that trap. Have guys that can attack through Violent Race, guys. That's all I can say. If you don't, you will not be successful as a Dark Broly player. Yeah. Juha, you have any last words?
It was a great weekend. It was cool that we all managed to top our respective regionals. I'm gonna keep playing King Vegeta. I enjoy it a lot.
Play Dark Broly.
And if it survives the ban list,
play Dark Broly. I'm not gonna lie, the one deck that's gonna make me leave Dark Broly, it has been enough. That Mass Saint Leader, oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm on a clock now. Once that thing comes out, it is time to switch over. That thing is insane. But yeah. Sublett, you have any last words?
That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
You have any last words for us? Any like thoughts on anything that we said about our tournaments?
I mean, I'm just really proud of the team. Everybody did a great job. You all just went to your respective regionals and killed it. And you should be very proud. Very, very nicely done, everybody. And anybody out there who went and topped one of these in-person regionals, you know, they're smaller, right? They're smaller than the online regionals. They're capped at 64, but unless you're in like Vegas or something, you're looking more around the 30s or 40s. And so people are going to be apt to tell you that like you're not that special. You didn't do that much. Just a big local. And even though it might not be as competitive or high level as say the regionals we had before this horrible pandemic and all, it's still a Bandai official tournament where invites and prize cards are on the line. People are showing up with their A game, and you beat the people showing up with their A game. You did a great job, and you should be proud of yourself. All of you.
Yep, that's big facts, man. Yeah, the only thing I would tell, I don't know, if Vanna were to ask one of us, would be it's a great what they're doing, but like for Florida, for instance, right? I'm pretty sure this is only a Florida problem. The fact that they made PPG and Gamers the same weekend, we already knew going in. We're like, no one passed like Orlando. Realistically speaking, if you're in Port St. Lucie, anyone above Port St. Lucie and higher are not going to come to PPG because they're going to have to drive like 3+ hours to come down here, only to go all the way back up to go to Gamers. We're like, all right, cool. It is what it is. That's the only thing I would say. Like for next season or whatever it is, if you're going to have regionals in the same state, have on different weekends because you having it in the same weekend, that is super neg. Like it really does affect attendance, man. Other than that, it's a great time to play Dragon Ball. Like it's really a great time to play Dragon Ball. If you have friends, tell them to come on in, man. Card prices are actually come back down, being more affordable and stuff like that, man. Like, it's a really, really good time to play Dragon Ball, man. Get all these special promos, cool winner stamp cards that I'm never gonna play because I only play commons. So I'll sell them to you if you want them. But yeah, I'm not playing
I
it.
already sold. I literally already sold mine.
I have the Dormant. I have 2 coolers. I have a bunch of goodies. I have a bunch of dual attack Bardox, brainwash, all that good stuff. That's going to get shipped. All right, guys. Do my
Oh,
best.
I'd like to add something. I finally own Two Fighting Against Fate. I pulled it from the event pack, so I finally own Fighting Against Fate.
That's you need the common ones, be the foils don't do you justice, bro.
No, that foil looks so beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about, Eddie.
The comments are where it's at, man. Trust me, I've been doing work with the comments for a long time, bro. Long time. All right, yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. I put this bad boy to sleep. All right, boys. I gotta put this bad to sleep. It's about to kill me.
Eddie, post Sublett's Digimon profile tomorrow. I really want to see
I don't
it.
have it.
I want to laugh.
I don't have it. Machado has it.
Oh.
I don't do Digimon. He does.